Hey guys, it's Allie. I'm here for another yoga flow. This one's going to be more energetic, kind of get the blood pumping, moving around, kind of start your day yoga session. Everything's just a suggestion though. Go at your own speed, your own pace, modify as necessary. If something doesn't feel good, don't do it. And feel free to advance with it. You can watch it a few times as you get used to it. So I hope you enjoy. We're going to start in a comfortable seated position, anywhere you want. Just come on down center. I like one hand on my heart and then I cross. Close my eyes and I just have a moment for myself as I enter into my practice, honoring that transition from a chaotic life to coming to just some time for myself. Start to focus on your breath. And then see if every breath you can lengthen that inhale, lengthen that exhale. Each time flow with it, make it bigger. Deep inhale. Pause, let everything out, deep exhale. And just let it flow, deep breath that you carry throughout the whole practice with you. And then try to feel your heartbeat. Let it slow down. And maybe we shift over to appreciate it. Our lungs and our heart, our whole body nice and healthy, especially with everything that's going on. Just having a little gratitude for where we're at. Even if that's a difficult spot, even if it's tough right now, we're breathing, we have a heartbeat, and we're here. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Couple more at your own pace and just begin to unwind, to settle in, and let's start some yoga. So we're gonna actually just get right into it. Start in neutral tabletop. So get your foundation set up. My hips are square, they're right over my knees. My hands are under my shoulder, and you can do a regular variation where your hands are forward or get a little into the hands. You can go fingertips sideways, or actually if it doesn't cause you strain, fingertips towards your knees. This will increase the sensation in your forearms and wrists. But again, if it hurts, don't do it. Do it the regular way. If you're with me, deep inhale, drop the belly, tailbone goes up, sight goes up, curve that back. Exhale, round everything. Deep inhale. Exhale, round the spine. Really get into every vertebrae. Just warming up the spine. We're going to hit the back a lot today. So just get everything flowing, the blood pumping. One more round. Hands come forward if they're not already there, and then wag the tail, which is basically just go side to side, making your body into a C shape. Your shoulder tries to touch your hip, and then turn it around. Any movement you need to do, feel free to make this your own. We're just warming everything up. And then we're going to go into a child's pose, but it's going to be a little different. It's active. So instead of flat palms, we're going to have claw hands, grip with those tight hands, wrists up. It's going to activate the muscles of the backs. So my knees go a little wider, toes touch. That's what's comfortable for me, but adjust as you need it. Slide on down and then claw hands. So really grip into that mat. My wrists are up. My forehead comes down, and I activate those back muscles. Just let the hips sink down, settle your body here. One more breath. Hands come flat, toes are gonna go under, and then take the hips up. First down dog can be a little tight, so feel free to bend those knees, and then when you do this, push the hips back and elongate that spine. If your legs feel warm, feel free to enter into a regular down dog here. And just take one deep inhale, one deep exhale. And we're gonna walk our feet forward to our hands. Knees can be bent if those hamstrings are still tight. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten that back. Exhale, fold. We're gonna try to link body and movement. So we inhale, rise up. Come on all the way up. Exhale, hands to chest. Inhale, send it up. Swan dive forward. Come down, plant those hands. Feet go back. If you're familiar with chaturanga, go ahead and do that. Knees can lower, elbows spin in, my chest is open, and I sink down. Or if I've been working on it, I can just lower halfway, arms at 90 degrees, toes go under. Baby back bend to whatever degree feels good. Take a breath here, move those shoulders away from those ears. My toes go under and I lift my hips. I'm in down dog. Let's do one more round of that, linking our breath. So our feet are gonna walk to our hands, forward fold, just let it all hang down. Let's link our breath. So inhale, flat back. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, rise. Maybe we do a little back bend here. Exhale, hands to chest. Inhale, just reverse that. Send it up, send it out. Plant those hands, feet go back. Chaturanga, or just lower your body. Toes go under. Baby back bend. Down dog. Center, regroup. One deep inhale here. From down dog, we're gonna lift our right leg, take it back, hold it for three-legged dog. Knee can bend and you open that hip. Send it back straight, lift through, knee comes all the way up, and then I plant it in my lunge. So if this is a little intense, feel free to add blocks or anything sturdy that you can put your weight on here, or come on down to the ground. I'm sinking my hips down, really getting that stretch. My heel is right over my toe. One more breath here. And then my back foot is gonna come horizontally, flat-footed. My left hand raises my body up and I come into warrior two. Now my shoulders are stacked over my hips. People tend to go forward. So just straighten that body out. Shoulders stop. Nope. Shoulders square. There we go. And then gaze down that front hand. Any depth you want, you can sink into that if that feels good. One more breath. Front hand flips, so my palm is facing the sky, and then I'm gonna take it behind me, humble warrior. Inhale, exhale, take it back. Back hand can be here, wrap around anything that feels good. On the exhale, my hand is gonna come to my thigh, but don't dump into it. It's really light, no weight is on it. And then my left hand goes to the sky. I'm in a side angle, so I have a long line running down my body. Deep breath. Now we're gonna turn that into a little flow. So exhale, take it back. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, side angle, stretch, stretch, stretch. You're opening up those intercostal muscles. Stay here, or the right hand can go forward, get a little strength. One more breath, and bring everything down into the ground. We're at that lunge, take a breath here, and then see if in one movement, you can take your front leg and send it back to three-legged dog. So you just lift and push back, open that hip one more time with my bent knee, and I'm in down dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Now here you can baby walk your feet up to your hands, or you can bend your knees, take a little soft hop, forward fold, inhale, rise, exhale down. Inhale, complete rise to standing. Bring it to chest, reverse that. Take it up, find that length, maybe take it back. Swan dive it. Feet can land, you can step back, or you can add a little hop to plank. Lower chaturanga. and down dog. At any point, come into child's pose, take a rest, change something. This is your practice. So let's try that all on the other side. Left leg goes back. I'm in my three-legged dog. Bend my knee, open that hip, feel that stretch. One more breath, send it straight, and then I come into my lunge. Lower here, sink those hips, hold and breathe. You stay where you're at. I'm gonna flip. So we're in that deep lunge. Breathe through. My back foot spins, and I come in to my warrior. Sink down maybe a little further. Stare down that middle finger. Find that strength. Front hand flips, and we take it back, opening up the ribs one side, then flipping it, opening up the ribs on the other. Let's flow with that. So exhale, take it back. Inhale forward. Take it back. Flow with this. Exhale, take it forward. This one we're gonna hold. Roll that shoulder towards the sky. It tends to go down. So think, bring it open. Straight arm, and that space arm can come out for a little extra. One more breath. Hands come down. We're back in our lunge. Plant those hands. Foot goes back, and we're in plank. So here, hold for 2 breaths. Tighten that core. Push through the back. You don't want to sink in. You want to be active in this pose. And then chaturanga, or gently lower all the way to the ground. Here we're going to come back to those claw hands. So fingertips on the ground. My wrists are up. And I'm going to do a baby back bend. Activate those fingers, and that opens up the muscles in the back. One more breath here. Come on down. Just let everything drop. Let the forehead be on the floor. Take a little rest. Just come on down. Let the heart rate go down. Breathe. One more breath. Hands are going to come right beside the ribs. Spin in the elbows towards my body. And then my back legs, any legs, I guess your legs are always in the back. You're going to activate them. So your kneecaps come up off of the floor. The only things that are touching are my hips and the bottom of my feet. Inhale, come on up, rise. Exhale, take it down. If you want to go a little deeper, you can come all the way up, all the way down. Let's do one more. Inhale, come on down, rest. Legs can be soft, arms can be soft. We're gonna do some work on the low back. So you can stay right where we were, keep those exercises, or we can actually advance a little if you're with me. So this time, we're gonna come up, raise the upper body, arms come off the floor. My bottom feet are active, they're pressed into the floor, my kneecaps are up. You should feel this strengthening the lower back. Exhale, bring it down. This time we're gonna raise everything. So on an inhale, arms come up and legs come up. Here we go, deep inhale. Everything rises and breathe. Hold the body, but keep the breath going. We're tending to work here, so people tend to hold their breath. Just keep it flowing. You're on your diaphragm, so really work. Deep inhale, deep exhale. One more. This time, arms are gonna come out as if they're in a Y, and then come to a W. So inhale, arms out to a Y. Exhale, arms to a W. One more. Deep inhale, arms up. Arms to a W. Hold, hold, hold. And let everything drop down. That should feel really good in the rest position. Just take a breath here. Let your body sink in. Toes are gonna turn under and hands plant. Push those hips up. Come on into that down dog. So sun salutation here. You can walk or gently hop to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, halfway lift. My back is flat. Exhale, arms lift me up. And I rise. Just stay here for a moment. Push those thumbs into the chest. Maybe the eyes close and you just recenter. See how you feel. Check in with your body. And then flip the switch and check in with the mind. One more deep breath. Eyes can softly open and let's link our movement with our breath. So deep inhale, arms rise, little bend. Deep exhale. Inhale, rise up. Pull everything like you're being pulled up from the ceiling. Exhale, come on down. One more. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. We're gonna come into a wide squat, goddess squat. So feet are gonna go a little wider than hips and then take your toes, put them about a 45-degree angle. So my heels are in, my toes are out. With this positioning though, the knees tend to cave. You want them out. Keep those hips, knees in line with that second toe. That keeps everything in alignment. So we're gonna flow with some squats here. We inhale, arms up. Exhale, goddess squat. Let's do lion's breath here. So deep inhale, open mouth, exhale. Come down with power. Deep inhale, pull it down. Deep power. One more, biggest breath. Hold here. And what you can do is stay here or add a little. So maybe one ankle goes up, then the other, or you can lift both heels, balance and breathe. One breath. Raise everything up, and then you're gonna swan dive into a forward fold. If you stop here, add the blocks, add the brick, or come on down to the ground. You can go as wide as you want, but feet are now in number 11s instead of at an angle. So my right hand plants right in front of my face. My left hand rises up and I get a little twist, opening up my back, holding and breathing. Other hand comes down and switch sides. One more round. I love these twists. You get a forward fold stretch and you're hitting the back. 2 for 1. So both hands come up and then maybe you lower down as big as you can. Enjoy this forward fold to any degree that feels good to you. One breath here. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise completely. One more squat. Lift it up to standing position. Swan dive, forward fold. This time, any forward fold that feels good. So palms can be under feet. You can ragdoll or just basic forward fold. Anything that feels good. Inhale, lift. Flat back, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. We're gonna interlace the fingers here and lift. Big body stretch. One side open, then the other. Let's do that again. That feels really good. Lengthen and lift. Just come out. Give me some shoulder rolls. And we're gonna build to a dancer pose. So This, if you've never done it, it's great to utilize a wall to get the balance, or just do the hamstring stretch or do the full thing. You're in a living room. If you fall down, it's all good. So we'll start on the right side. Right arm goes up and it spins back. My thumb is up, my right leg goes back, and I grab the inside. So I'm grabbing the side with the big toe. My knees are straight together, my legs are together. And you can stay here, and this is a pretty good stretch. Or you can take your left hand, hold a wall, or if you're with me, arm goes up, inhale, and the trick here is to push my foot into my arm instead of rank my arm up. You'll lift through, left arm comes down, right foot pushes into that hand. We've warmed up the back, so see how much you can lift that. 2 breaths. Last one. Reverse it to come out. Come on down. Shoulder rolls. Let's flip to the other side. So left hand up. I spin my hand. Grab the inside of my foot. Center. Find a point that you want to keep your eyesight on. Arm goes straight, and I just tip forward, pushing that back foot into my hand, breathing through, coming out softly, rolling the shoulders. Wide stance here, arms out, and just take it, little twists here. Inhale, exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And we're gonna walk the feet back together, and from forward fold here, our knees are gonna bend like we're going downhill skiing. On a lift, inhale, lift the arms, chair pose. So tilt those hips in, open chest, shoulders away from ears, and I'm lifting up. And just like our squats, you can add the heels. So maybe one leg, then the other, or within chair pose, you can rise up, hold, and breathe. Exhale, forward fold. We've got one more of those. So knees bend first. I find that depth I want. Hands lift me up. I remind myself of that pelvic tilt. I have a tight core, open chest. Hands rise, gaze rises. I'm relaxed and I'm breathing. Come on down, forward fold. 2 breaths here. Just let the back of the legs, that posterior chain, open up. It should be really warm now. One more deep breath. Knees are gonna bend, and we're just gonna come on down to the ground, feet out in front. And we're gonna work on some forward folds, and I have some variations for you. So, inhale up. Flat back, you can come here, and if your forward fold looks like this, hang out here, that's good. It's really about getting the stretch, not what I look like when I'm getting the stretch. So, forward fold here. If you've got a deep forward fold, some variations of, you can take your fingers and hook your big toes. I don't hunch over, I straighten my back wherever you are. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Deep breathing, come into yourself, release. There shouldn't be any stretch. If there is, you're pushing too hard. Come on out. One more breath. Inhale, lift the arms up. We've got one more of those. So you can do any variation, or what you can do is lift up, interlace the fingers, hook them over the feet. Inhale, exhale, come on down, forward fold. Just let yourself decompress here. Come into yourself. I like my eyes closed and I just feel my body sink into it. One more breath. And from here, just lift everything up and come into cobbler or butterfly pose. So I actually like to grab my toes and then remind myself to open up my chest. And we're gonna forward fold in butterfly. So inhale, and then exhale, come on down. Enjoy the forward fold. One more breath here. Start to wind down. We had an energizing flow. Now we're just letting everything sink back in, relaxing. Inhale, we're gonna come up and then just flip right over to our back. Legs straight up, point and flex. And here we're gonna do just a little bit of core. So legs are gonna bend 90 degrees. I like my arms out to brace in a T position. And what we're gonna do is just drop the knees each side, but actually the knees don't touch the ground. The lower you go, the harder it's gonna be on your core. Inhale to center, exhale, switch sides. Just switch back and forth. Nice and slow, feeling that core activate. If you want to advance it, legs come up and just do it with straight legs. They hover, lift yourself up with power in that core, then come on over. Release, relax. Knees bend, we're gonna go into happy baby. So knees comes towards us. You can grab your shins or the bottom of your feet. Maybe eyes closed. And you just enjoy that hip opening. One more deep breath here. And then the last pose, the best pose, Shavasana. So just lay it down anywhere that's comfortable, eyes closed, and you just come back into your breath. Maybe those hands go over heart again, and you just feel your body. Check in with yourself. When's the last time you focused on just your breath? Feel what it does to you. It opens the lungs, makes the chest rise, the belly lift. Then it all comes back to you. Everything you put out comes back. Lengthen that inhale. Lengthen that exhale. Inhale, count of 4. Pause. Exhale, count of 5. Inhale, count of 4. Pause. Exhales a little longer, count of 5. And just let the breath go, let the mind go, and you're good. I hope you received whatever you needed from this class. Namaste.